And we're live. Hey, welcome back to a new show, a new week, a new day. Who knows what month we're in, what year it is anymore. It's as far as I'm concerned, it's November 2043. It's probably a Tuesday. Who knows at this point? But thanks for listening to the Team Grit podcast. Thanks for joining us in our bunkers and sharing this podcast with a friend on all of the usual platforms from Spotify to Apple Podcasts and all of the other. I don't even know anymore. There's so many of these to keep track
Stitcher,
of.
Podcast One, Google Listen. Oh, there's all kinds.
Yeah, all of it. My interest. We're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Thank you for sharing this. We really appreciate it, and thank you for helping us in our quest to try to end pediatric cancer and raise awareness and raise dollars for St. Jude, and more than that too, like above and beyond that, just spreading good vibes, goodwill, and grit. And there's a lot. We need a lot of grit right now, I think, to get through these strange times, and we're all struggling. So we need this support as we're isolating ourselves. But thank you for walking us into your home, your car, wherever you listen to us on your walk, and we'll do the best we can to keep you motivated and inspired through this, to make your life a little better. That's the plan anyway. So thank you.
Yeah, that's great. You said it great. A lot of people need grit, and I think we're coming to find out that a lot of people don't have it.
Yep, we're gonna get the knock the quit right out of you though right now. That's the plan because like we were saying on the last show, I don't know how we're doing this. A lot of people have a lot of excuses, time being the biggest one. I don't have enough time to do anything. I don't have enough time to go to the gym. I don't have enough time to work out. I don't have enough time to eat right. Guess what, MFers? You got nothing but time now. You got the time. So what's your excuse? You got no job. You got nothing. You're just sitting there on your ass watching the Tiger King for the third time. Sorry, you can't go to Henry T's and talk about middle school football anymore. Do some push-ups.
I still have not. Why do you keep hitting on Lawrence, man? There's other towns with.
I don't know. I've never seen anything like Lawrence. I love the Henry T's.
That is true. That is true.
Though.
I find myself. I interviewed for the job that we were talking about, the principal's job, and I've realized that while I'm not, still wearing my letter jacket, sitting at the bar at Henry T's, I am more considered a townie, indoctrinated into the, I'm not a made man. I'll never be in the Lawrence Mafia, but I'm definitely Hank Hill or Joe De Niro's character in the Goodfellas.
There you go. There's nothing wrong with that. But you're right. Like, can't be. Look, you got to be born there. You got to have went to Lawrence High. That's the only way. I hope you get that principal job because you might be one of the first to. Well, that's not actually true. There have been a few outsiders that have infiltrated, but it's also
everybody that's a principal at the school right now is an outsider.
Correct, but that hasn't always been the case, and especially for like head coaches in football, baseball, volleyball. It's always been Lawrence, but that's changed. It has changed some, but heck, in the last 20 years, it doesn't feel like it's been that way. It's been pretty much Lawrence. I don't mean to talk trash on Lawrence. I like the place. It's good.
Well, I know you just said you've got time now. Get off your ass. Stop watching Tiger King. Don't get Henry T's and get after it.
Get after it, people. I mean, the trails aren't closed where I'm at. You can get out there and start walking. Hey, we got to talk about rucksacking at some point too. You did one.
I did. Oh, first of all, one of our CrossFit fans.
Oh, great.
Told me to tell you that you can eat carbs.
I can eat carbs.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Thank you. And you can also do pull-ups with full range of motion. It's another thing you can do too, instead of kipping pull-ups.
I don't listen. This girl's a stud. I love her very much. So.
I know. I'm just joking. CrossFitters.
I know you're joking, and she knows you're joking too.
I love all you guys.
She said, seriously, tell him he can eat carbs. Stop acting like he can't have carbs.
You're right. I have been, because honestly too, like changing the way I work out, my diet wasn't cutting it anymore. I can't eat nothing but protein and fat and stuff and go on 7-mile rucks for over 2 hours through really hilly, gnarly terrain. Like I needed carbs. You're right.
So, this student's awesome. A former student. So I wrote her a letter of recommendation to get into nursing school, which she got into. And she's tried to come see me multiple times. She got married. I believe her husband's in the Marines. I don't want to say the wrong unit because, as you know, Matt, very sensitive about that sort of deal. He's in Marines, or he was some kind of. He's a Marine. If I'm wrong, I'm sure she'll text me.
And thank you for your service, by the way. Appreciate it.
She got married and she got into nursing school, and she put together this little nice little gift package. And I had a funeral that day, so I couldn't meet her again. And she said something super sweet to me, and I appreciated it. She just said, you did this for me. You're always doing things for people, and you're always giving to people, and I wanted to give back to you. And it was cool. She put together this little basket of, like, she's like, I know you're taking your health seriously. So she gave me some Mios, energy blend, and then regular, and some Quest bars, which were awesome. And this like sugar-free, it wasn't a keto product, but this sugar-free, low sugar content barbecue sauce, which was freaking awesome. And she gave me some, what's the peanut butter whiskey?
Oh, Screwball.
I
did that way too quickly off the top of my head, but yes, that's what it's called.
And it was super sweet. And she gave me some BioFreeze because she knows that I hurt a little bit. So yeah, it was super cool. It's just she's a stud. She's a super stud, and I can remember when she was in high school, and she was cute and smart, and but just wasn't living the life she wanted, and I was just always pushed her to keep doing what she wanted because she was a stud, and I knew it. And she started doing CrossFit, and I said, when you get out of here, you'll thrive. High school sucks for a lot of people. It's not, and the worst thing that could ever happen to you is that you peak in high school. So you're fine. And go ahead. Boom, now she's kicking ass. She's a beautiful woman. She's married. She just bought her first house. She's in nursing school. All right. She's kicking ass, man.
You want to give her a shout out, or do you not want to say names?
I want to get her permission. Okay. I can say her first. I say her first name, Ashley. Proud of you.
Like, I love, like, when you said she wasn't living like the life that she wanted to. I hope, and I mean, just little things, like for me, staying at home and not being able to do stuff that you want to, or like there's a lot of time for reflection. And I really hope that, like, a lot of people who aren't living the life that they want to, this is the time to, like, maybe start that, or like they have the time.
Find out who you really are, kind of deal.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And like, I mean, the people who do sit around and don't put the effort into their family, their fitness, their job, anything like that, that this is kind of like a kick in the ass to be like, get up and do something. You have the time, like, start it now, because I know how big routine is, especially with your health, the whole never miss a Monday thing, things like that. This is, I mean, we don't even know what day it is. We don't know if it's Monday or whatever, but I think this would be, if there's something that could be good coming out of it, that is that people that they're not living the way they want to, that this starts that they have the time to get in that routine. They have the time to focus on their health or on their financial health or anything, and get in that routine. I trying to take something positive away from it. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. And I was going to say to Ashley too that, I talk trash about CrossFit because I powerlift, and like that's just the exact opposite end of the lifting spectrum in my opinion. But it's all jokes. I really respect people like get off their ass every day and make it a priority to go work out. And CrossFitters do that probably more than just about any other fitness community. And they have a community, which I think is fantastic. They are almost cult-like. I make fun of that, but they also are friends. You can go to any city in America, any town in America, they probably have a CrossFit box, and that's kind of neat. Like, I don't know. I talk trash. I get it. It's fun to talk trash. So good for you for getting off your butt and doing work. Like, those workouts are no joke. I've seen powerlifters try to do them. There's a whole YouTube channel or, playlist of powerlifters try CrossFit, and they make it about 40 seconds in, and then they vomit and they die.
Yeah.
The opposite would be the same, though.
True. This is true. But the point is that it's a different. They're very fit people. They are like they cross train. Their cardio game is strong. They're fairly proficient lifters. They're athletic, lean. It's not bad.
If that's what speaks to them, by all means, I mean, a lot of people aren't runners, but they are doing spin every day and going to Pilates, and they're in better shape than half the runners. I mean, it's just whatever speaks to you and whatever like you get into that gets you through your workout. I don't care what you do.
Right. That's same here.
Oh, yeah. I'm not a runner, but I tell you what, once I hit that runner high, I love it. And I don't know why it's different this time. I just think it's a matter of motivation. It's not that I'm lazy.
Oh, I'm sure.
I don't care. And now I care. So, but I've really, like I sent you the joke post-workout picture, I'm better than you. But I posted, and I didn't realize the time was on there when I posted it. It said 30. The workout was 31 minutes, but I kept resetting one of the. I didn't run. I think it took me about 45 minutes. I think how long it was about between 4.4 miles. I think it was. I was between an 8 and a 10 minute pace, not 7:20 or whatever that was. But man, I was out there and I had fun, and I loved the sleet hitting my face, and I liked the cold. I liked saying to myself, I'm going to run through this and I'm going to be warm. And then that's when I shot the video for you guys, for your eyes only.
Video.
And I thought about doing it with the ruck yesterday when I went rucking. And I might do it today. I think I'm going to ruck again today just because, I mean, I ran that 4.4 miles. So I do need to be sure that I'm taking care of my joints and stuff.
Yes.
Well, tell me about your ruck. How did that go? Tell us your setup, what you did.
No. Let's put that on pause real quick because we need to do our beginning of the week, midweek checkup that we did.
Go for it.
So, Harry, you're first. Did you get your setup set up?
Not completely. Oh wait, can we start over? My realtor's calling.
You need to go?
No, just for 2 seconds.
Okay.
I love. What are you doing?
Oh, we just listen in.
Could have hit pause, huh?
Oh, you don't say.
There's her bed. That's where the magic happens.
Oh, I feel like in every one of these podcasts now we need to do a pants check to make sure that all of us are wearing pants.
I'd like to do the podcast with no pants on, but there's
we still need to do a check. We need to show everybody what we're doing. Then I mean, like,
there's plenty of people here, so you got to wear pants. But yeah, I guess I'll talk about the. Oh wait, no, we were pausing the ruck conversation. But yeah, man, that was fun. That was enjoyable.
are we gonna cut this part out, or is this gonna stay in?
No, I mean we can talk about whatever.
Okay. I was gonna say because yeah, I mean the cardio stuff for me has been different. It is tough to not get to lift. I don't know how you're dealing with that. I really wonder how's Matt doing? I mean, he has to stay strong and fit.
Matt, his internship, it's a good little mini segue for you. Matthew, his internship obviously got canceled because the school shut down. So he was interning at Free State in the athletic department for his. So he switched to Jayhawk CrossFit.
Okay.
And he's been doing CrossFit every day. So
What, that didn't close down? How does CrossFit?
it did close down, but he's a key holder, and he does the business operations, keeping the thing open and cleaning, and then he goes in and does a workout.
Yeah, I was really wondering about that with the military and the police, fire, like people that have to stay strong and fit for their job. Like you have to lift weights to be a Marine. Like you can't stop. And I just don't know like what the facilities are looking like on bases or wherever people that live off base, like they go to just normal gyms. Not everybody, like I couldn't have a weight set here. I mean, I could technically, I suppose, build a gym in my apartment, but that's hard.
You have a little garage unit for your apartment?
This place has no nothing really. It's pretty bare bones, just 2 bedroom, and it's hard to. But I have a pull-up bar installed here. You can do push-ups, sit-ups, and go for rucks. But
Got one of the little doorway.
Yeah, just it saves space. But like I was saying though, like there's no substitute for real heavy squats, deadlifts, and bench. Like you can't really substitute that in. Like there's no way for me to simulate a 400-pound deadlift right now. Like I can't do that.
I bought a 50-foot, 50 might have been 40 feet, but 40 or 50-foot battle rope set, 2.5-inch grip. So, and then I bought a 50+ pound kettlebell, 24 kilograms kettlebell. Those are my 2 favorite. I already had these workout bands that I was using for like pull-up assists and dip assists, but now I'm just using them for doing curls and, I even have been working on my bow pulls with them.
Hey, there you go.
Because this shoulder's injured, and that's where I got to hold the bow. So I'm trying to strengthen that from the pull because it hurt to pull back the bow. Those things they hurt. So I'm just trying to. Here's what I'm hoping to envision for the future. If I get the job, either way, I just want to be in shape for football, for the kids, for myself, for my family. But if I do get the job, that I'm well prepared because I'll get to go on my first elk hunt this year.
Hey, where do you do that? Colorado?
Idaho.
That would be fun. I've never hunted elk. I would actually rather hunt moose. I think that'd be a more badass species, but elk hunting would be fun.
I don't know if moose are hard to hunt because you can walk right up to them and stuff because they're so huge that I think that's why, like, they're so huge. They think that they're part of the food, like upper part of the food chain. Because when I was in Alaska, I mean, we literally, inebriated and stupid, but we literally had a buddy run up to a moose while it was eating from a tree and slap it on its ass.
That's hilarious.
Now, clearly, these moose were used to people because it didn't kick back or anything like that. If he would have been behind it, it probably would have kicked him. But
I know one of the hardest things about that hunt is getting the permit. Like if you were to do it, say in New Hampshire, or Maine, or Vermont, or any, up in the Northeast, it's hard. I think you also only get, it's like a once in a lifetime literally thing. Like you apply, you build points, and finally if you get the draw, one shot. And they also tell you like which region or which territory you get to hunt. You have to do it. There's a set amount of time. You either fill your tag or you don't, and then you're done.
mm-hmm.
So it's like maybe you're right. Maybe it's not so hard because they're more docile creatures they're not easily scared or something. But all that is said, I think they're just beautiful animals. I've seen elk, never seen a moose. I mean, that's cool you have, but they seem so big and majestic and cool. I don't know if I'd have the minerals to actually pull the trigger on one literally, but yeah, it'd be a fun hunt. We need to do some whitetail hunting one of these days too.
Yeah, I'm all in on this bow stuff. I hear it's hard, but I hope to only have to rifle hunt for an elk, or I just like this. When I walked up to the meat, like Laura said, get some chicken tenders, and there were no chicken tenders available. Just made you think, like, man, luckily I got a freezer full of deer right now. So I don't know. I just feel like elk is would give us more food, and it'd be cool to do it. So
I mean, we could talk somewhat politically now because Aries not around. She doesn't like those talks, but not that she doesn't like them, she just can't. I was gonna say, like, it's strange. I don't know if strange is the right word, but look who right now seems like the smartest people. It's the people that live in rural America, not the big cities, not the super educated folks, but the people that own 80 acres, have their own farm, their own hunting setup. They can grow their own food, get their own milk, they have their own well, they can go hunt deer. I mean, self-sufficient. Nobody taking care of them. No government, no nothing. Just your hard work, your labor, and which you can get from your own land. I mean, I'm oversimplifying a little bit. That's what it is. The people in New York City, where it's super hyper regulated and everybody's being taken care of, and there's just so much intervention from the government. This place is getting hit the hardest, and they don't know what to do next. They don't know where to turn because what do? You can't leave your little 300 square foot apartment. No job, no nothing.
It's a trip. My cousin Raylan's got 173 acres in Missouri and Arkansas, and he's like, between the 7 houses that are on his county road, they got everything they need, and they're well protected. So Raylan's got a spring-fed pond on his property. He's got chickens, he's got pigs, I don't know if he's got a cow yet. He said he was going to. He can fish right there on the Buffalo River, right on his property. He's got plenty of food. He's got a giant garden. His garden is so big, the deer cannot possibly eat all of the food on it.
Yeah, it's a pretty good place to be in a time like this. If we can't go do anything, can't go whatever, and we're just locked down, he'll be fine.
Yeah, I told him, I said, shit really hits the fan, I'm coming down.
Right. So again, maybe all these flyover country, middle America, the bucket of deplorables. Oh, okay.
If you look at that map, that COVID-19 map, that John Hopkins GIS map, you know what I'm talking about? If you look at that, basically where civilization stops is it's a little bit red, Douglas County, Shawnee County, so Topeka, Lawrence, but basically the Johnson County line west to Denver, there's hardly anything. The same goes from Kansas City, Johnson County to St. Louis. There's hardly anything.
Yeah.
And then, and you just draw 2 straight lines, north and south, Texas really isn't that hard hit, which is kind of hard to believe, but
independent people, I think it'd be fascinating to study this. I'm not going to make too many claims because I have no evidence to back any of it, but just from observational things. Like you look at a country like Italy, where you greet people by kissing each other on the cheek, lots of hugs and handshakes. They're like holding hands. A country like
Grandma and grandpa and uncle and brother and sister, everyone lives in a tiny little apartment. Yeah.
You've been to Japan, right? I have not, but
yeah,
a country that values privacy, social distancing, bowing, don't touch people, they got over it pretty quickly. So the more independent and distant we are as a society, like it seems to be that again, if using those as examples, Japan versus Italy, in the way that they interact and greet one another, even one country got over very quickly and the other one's just crushed. So I just look at the country too and how we like New York versus say where Raylan lives, and who's more likely to get out of this without it really impacting life. Obviously Raylan, he's got all that stuff and all that land, and he's self-sufficient. He doesn't need government or any intervention. It's just he's got it. It's all there. Gary, are you good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
You
Yep.
sure?
Yeah.
Is that a good call?
Yep. I'm just waiting, but it was a really good call. So.
All right.
It's like you don't want to say it until it comes true.
Yep.
Okay, good.
Oh.
So can I take those people off the kill list?
Not quite yet.
Man.
Those fuckers, I swear. Like, oh shoot, I'm recording. Sorry. Sorry.
No, that's what they are. They're fuckers. It's okay.
Anyways, when all of this works out, there's a reason why we are going to treat other people even better than we did before. I don't know. I'm done. I'm done talking about it. I
Okay.
can't.
Okay, so did you set up your setup?
I'm getting there. Like my boxing bag is moved a little bit. Use your knees, not your back. All that sand. Oh my God. But yeah, we got a storage unit. We've moved some stuff out. We're going to move a little bit more later. I literally, even with just like a couple chairs, the small little vintage couch, some other things, like even just a few things out of that garage, like I literally could feel the weight coming off my shoulders. Like, oh my God, I'm going to have a space for myself for a hot second to focus on my workout, to focus on a project, anything. I don't know. That's just me. I need to have that space to go and do something. And like we were saying earlier, like CrossFit or whatever you do, like you just have to find what speaks to you. And if that's what keeps you sane during this time, I don't care what you do. Don't kill people. Don't be mean to people. But if something speaks to you like that and you have the means, like do something productive with your time, oh my God, it's such a sanity saver. I can't even describe it. So yeah, that's good. I'm excited. Like I'm ready to hit stuff with my boxing gloves. Like, yeah, I'm stoked.
I use, the little pull bands and stuff here. I've got an example of one right here, but like the big dogs, like these.
Yes, love those.
If you have do you own a set?
Yes, I have those. I have like the loop bands. I have ones with handles. I have like all sorts of bands.
Oh, okay. So I actually took not this one. I probably could, but
That's
I
huge.
burned it real quick. Yeah, this is like for when you're fat and you need pull up and dip assist. So, but I got smaller ones, obviously, and you can while you're hitting your bag, you'll have. Do you tape your hands while you?
Like I have the wraps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you just put the tape on, and then you'd hit your bag with a smaller band, of course.
With that.
And it'll work your chest and your shoulders and your traps.
That's good because I need a chest workout. I feel like I'm not getting a good. I can't figure out one with bands and stuff like that to get a good chest workout. So.
Yeah, I did a lot of shadow boxing because that's really all I can do. I'm not going to go buy a bar it'd be kind of good to do cleans and stuff, but I'm not going to spend. I'll buy another. I want to buy a heavier kettlebell, one heavier kettlebell and one lighter kettlebell.
Okay, what weight do you need? Because there's some on buy sell trade with a friend right here.
28 or 32 kilograms.
Okay.
And 24 or 16.
Okay.
I mean 20 or 16.
Okay, he's selling them. He just put them up yesterday, so I'll ask.
You want to look? Oh, we can still see your face while you're scrolling through the internet.
Okay. Well, I can get, okay.
But I don't know. I'd like to, or tell me, I got my phone here. Who is it?
So if you go on buy, sell, trade, Can
D-
you
ru-
move it over to Manhattan? We should probably be talking about something other than this right now.
No, no, no. Go ahead. You're talking about your plan. Uh, which buy sell trade, Manhattan, Kansas area or Manhattan
Yeah.
City, Fort Riley?
Try Manhattan first. I think he posted on like all groups.
Gosh, there's 3 different Manhattan buy sell
Yeah.
trade.
There's a lot.
Good pod.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, what is missing from your setup?
Um, you know what I really want? Just because I've had to like modify so many things. I really want a rowing machine.
Concept 2.
What?
That's the one you want to get. The Concept 2.
Okay. Well, I'm sure it's probably not my price range right now.
Just break into a gym and steal one.
Um, I think Devin's gonna have to edit like all of this out because it's nobody wants to hear about this. Um, no, there's like he had the same guy has one on, but it's $750, and I've seen some on Amazon brand new for like 200 to 300. So I don't know.
I don't know
Like
how much a Concept 2 is, but
hopefully, in the new house, I have a whole room, I have a whole bedroom, and it would be great to have space for the spin bike, a rowing machine, and then like mats and weights like for yoga and Pilates and stuff like that, to have that space too. I think I can swing all of that in there. I don't know. We'll see. I dream about it, or I think about it when I don't sleep. So, is my home gym.
probably what's keeping you awake.
Oh yes.
Oh, they're not too bad. Brand new.
It's not horrible, and because here's the thing: is I'm not going to get a crappy one that doesn't work. Like, there's no point.
That's a brand new one. It's $900.
From Rogue. So, I mean, they probably have financing too on it where you could get it for, $50 a month for the rest of your life.
Yeah, you could use your $1,200 on that.
When do we get that? Ari, do you know anything about this?
Oh my God! Every other caller that calls in, no. Like every other caller, and they don't even take a breath. They don't even pause, and you cannot post this.
Well, then hold on.
Stop it.
No. We're just gonna move forward, and you can ask her at the end.
Okay.
I was just, I didn't know. Like
3 weeks is
not
what the
compromised.
news is reporting. At least 3 weeks.
Okay, good enough for me. Good enough for this pod.
I almost hit mute on you real quick, Ari.
Probably a good idea.
Anyway, all right. Yeah, so those Concept 2s aren't as expensive as I thought. That's what the my fitness guru that I listen to regularly, that's the one he recommends the most, the Rogue Concept 2. So
Well, it'd be nice.
My fitness guru's an odd Cajun who posed in a magazine in the 80s with the conch shell over his junk, so he's not.
Oh, Tortorich.
Oh, then, hey, he's great though. I follow most of his diet and exercise plan, and it's obviously, I'm still ugly. There's nothing I can do about that, but other than the weight's coming off and I feel better and I've got a lot less inflammation, and his book is great. I loved his book. So, but yeah, that's when so $900 for a new one. So I bet you can find a used one for.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see, because I would imagine let's just say where Genesis, where we've got memberships, Brandon does it. Is the government going to give them like grants to release or repurchase all new equipment, to kind of stimulate the economy and stuff? I bet they do that.
I do obviously have a couple friends with small businesses, and I haven't read up a ton on it just because my husband and I are not small business owners and we don't have direct correlation with any of them. But trying to keep up with some of that and how friends or family are going to deal with that. It's super interesting on how that's going to pan out. I mean, I'm buying shampoo and conditioner. I'm buying sunless tanner from my hairdresser just to give her something for right now. I told her I would sit in her driveway and have her do my hair if she wanted to.
That's illegal as hell, isn't it?
Yeah, probably. I can't fathom being in somebody's shoes like that. That is your livelihood, and somebody is telling you you can't do it. I'm so far out of that. Man, I don't know. It hurts my heart for people like that because I know how stressful and how it's taking its toll on some people. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah. I feel sorry for I take that back. I have empathy for people who, I don't feel sorry is not, I don't like that.
Right. No, I get that. Yeah, that's actually a good way to put it.
I have empathy for people who that have lost their jobs over the last, let's just say 18 months, just because for whatever reason, technological changes were absorbed by larger company decided to go overseas, or your skill set just didn't fit. And these people that have higher level degrees and stuff decided to become waiters or waitresses at the Capitol Grill, places where they were making a couple $100 a day in tips because they had to find a way to keep their livelihood going for their families. And suddenly
I can't. I think I'm not sleeping now. I can't imagine if that was a scenario.
I don't feel as sorry for young people because they're still freaking hanging out with each other, drinking, partying, but what do you expect when you got a whole generation of kids that have been never told no, they can't do that?
But there's younger kids, but then I've seen people our age. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
It's so frustrating. I don't know. I mean, these are the people that don't have the small business. These are the people that aren't trying to sell a house. These are the people that they're not seeing it. They're not seeing the impact on themselves, so they don't care. Oh, I don't know.
It's interesting. I mean, if you're hanging out with somebody, as long as you're outside, I don't care.
Right.
Hi, Dad.
Hi.
My bangs. Okay. I'm bleaching my jeans.
Oh, that's fun.
Whoa.
Just one leg?
Yes. I need a spray bottle.
Go grab the one that your brother squirted everybody with.
That's a hairspray bottle. We use that for our hair. Can't get bleach in our hair.
You can wash it out. This stuff called soap and water kills the coronavirus.
Mother would have thought of that. She asked me to come down here.
Then take one of the cleaner the bottles with cleaner in it.
Just cleaner.
Put it in the regular bottle of cleaner or put it in something different.
Okay. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
That's her way of expressing herself with arts and crafts.
Oh, I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem with being asked where's a spray bottle in the middle of the show.
Well, you're in her basement, right? That's her dwelling.
No, this is my room.
Fair enough.
But no, I mean, it's fine. It's just.
Are you trying to listen to the conversation now?
Yeah, I'm just listening to how big of an asshole I am. Which I'm not, but no, I just, let's exercise some. Nothing. It's fine. I'm an ungrateful POS. So. Yeah, no, she's been making her own clothes and it's kind of cool. She's also been posting inappropriate TikTok videos, which we'll have to talk about later.
Oh, okay.
So while there is good, there's still some underdeveloped prefrontal cortex things going on.
Understandable.
So anyway, but yeah, ruck it. I rucked myself.
Yeah.
Watch yourself.
So I took my hunting bag, because that only gets used for 2 weeks a year. It's a tactical bag, so it's pretty heavy duty. And I was gonna do 30 pounds like you did, but I was like, I'd hate to be 2 miles into this and then have to stretch. So I only did 15 for the first one. And same loop. So you head out Peterson, and then you take a left on Iowa. You go over I-70, and then you hit Lakeview Road and go past all the factories.
Yeah.
So you get all the wonderful smells from the dog food plant and buried plastic, just all that chemical runoff and dehydrated old cow and all that stuff. And
Kansas.
that Kansas smell. And then you go to Castle, and you go back over I-70 and down. And I loved it. It was great. The thing that I liked about the rucking more is I could really listen to podcasts and concentrate on that, as opposed to when I'm running. The podcast is too slow. I kind of like the beat of the music to match my heart rate, so I keep going. So that's what I enjoyed the most about it. I got a new book I'm gonna start. Just Tim McGraw is it's called, what the hell is it called?
Interesting. I would have not have pegged you for somebody that's going to read a Tim McGraw book.
It'll make sense in a second.
Okay. I'm not he's not my favorite music wise, I guess.
Oh, I don't listen to his music.
I didn't think that you did. I'm interested to see then. I didn't know he had a book.
I like him. I think he's an American hero, and his music is delightful. Just kidding.
The book is called Grit and Grace.
Oh.
That's why I'm reading it.
Are you listening to it? Or
of course. I only would have bought a book like that if he narrates it. So I listen to it as he's telling me the story himself. So,
right.
But it just talks about how he was touring and traveling, and it was taking, I'm sure he was drinking and partying and
yeah.
And it was taking a toll on him. And one day he started to take his fitness seriously. And so I'm interested to hear his version of Grit. And the reason why Carrie Williams recommended it to me from St. Jude. She's like, you should. And then I'm going to read it and dissect it and ingest it. And then I'm going to reach out to him and see what he's doing and see if he'd like to come hang out with us for an hour.
That would be
He's
amazing.
not doing anything. Obviously, he could if he wanted to.
Agree.
So then when I bring up my son's name or our Team Grit, and the fact that he's probably sitting in Nashville not doing anything,
right,
but looking at his hot wife,
pretty hot.
Come
A lot
on.
of the guys are some of the best, most humble, cool people, down to earth, very charitable, good guys. I bet you would if you reached out. Here's the deal: if you actually get a hold of him and not one of his people, he would do it. Would be my guess.
Hot wife from Kansas, by the way.
It's a hot wife from Kansas, huh?
Yeah, she's from Barber County, I think, right?
Who's his wife?
Edison Lodge, Kansas, right?
Faith Hill.
Faith Hill's from Kansas?
Yep.
No kidding. I did not know that.
Where is she's from Medicine Lodge, are you sure?
Somewhere down there. She's between Medicine Lodge and where Kreidner was born.
No, he's born in Illinois. But
where he's from.
Coldwater. I don't know. Might be a Google thing. You're looking
I'm Googling right now. It says she's from Mississippi.
You guys, you gotta be kidding me.
No, she's from she grew up in Kansas, though.
Martina McBride grew up in Kansas.
Whatever,
Oh.
you know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I'm kidding. That might be true.
Kirstie Alley's from Wichita.
Did you guys hear that Willie Nelson died?
No, he did not.
Yeah, hit by a car just playing on the road again. that was a little country
joke.
You're right. She's not from Kansas.
There's a country singer female from Garden Plain or something, I swear. But Martina McBride's from somewhere around here.
She's from Sharon, Kansas.
Yes.
There you go. All of our listeners in South Africa right now are like, I did not know that. That's cool.
Yeah, but our listener from South Africa is from Independence, Kansas.
Yeah, that's a good place. I've been there a few times. You got the Neowalla down there. That's Halloween backwards.
Neowalla. Jess and Chris go to that every year.
What is that? Is that some kind of?
It's Halloween spelled backwards.
Yeah, it's just they have a parade and like a little carnival and people hang out. It's
okay.
So
country bumpkin stuff.
I mean, I know in Salina, Smoky Hill River Festival is already canceled. That's the second weekend in June. It's already canceled.
River Festival's closed.
Yeah, I mean, they're just. Oh man, I don't know. It's just so sad and depressing. Like that's what people. I don't know. People plan trips and not being able to plan something to get together with all the people that you love. I don't know. It's hard on you. It wears on you.
Yeah,
Yep.
I just go ruck. That's it.
Go ruck.
Ruck myself later.
I'm not even clear to go on long walks right now because I can't even go to therapy. I was able to add some exercises to it, but I'm not even supposed to do the spin bike for more than 20 minutes. I've done a little bit longer. I am kind of at a loss of how awful it feels. I don't know if it was supposed to feel worse before it got better. But
can you even talk to them?
Yeah, I've emailed them. But they make their money by you coming in and doing that. I feel like that's kind of part of it, as I get some emailed exercises, but not the thing is with your plantar fasciitis, the way he would set my toes and would set my arch, he's there holding it in a certain way because it was not built that way for me. And he was holding it while I did certain exercises. And now I feel like I'm doing it right, but what if I'm not? What if I'm screwing it up even more and I don't have a professional there to tell me otherwise? And it's very frustrating. And, I asked, can I do lunges? Can I do squats? Can I do something productive while I don't know. I'm so limited. And we were out this morning running an errand and taking a couple things to the storage unit. And there was a couple that was running, and I could feel Kreidner's eyes on me, just give me a look like he knows how much it hurts not to be able to get out there. I don't care if it's 30 degrees. I'd give anything in the world to go for a run right now. So anybody that takes for granted and is like, okay, it's a little chilly out, maybe I'll skip running today. Oh, I'm jealous of you, because I'll never ever take running or exercise for granted ever again. And excuses out the window. I mean, people that make excuses and they're able to go do this, I'm just bitter right now. It's not good.
Well, that's exactly why I went ahead and went on that run 2 days ago when it was sleeting and snowing. Just Grit had chemo. So,
yeah.
We still have to go to the hospital through all this. So, which is why I also could care less about what's going on in the faculty meeting.
Right.
I don't care about your woes. You know what else I got upset about? Some of the teachers at my school. You are getting paid until next school year, no matter what.
Yeah.
And there's a strong possibility that next school year is going to look exactly the same. So you better figure it out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely will strongly recommend to you. This is just after one time. When you get the clear, definitely go do the rucking, because like, and
Yes.
even maybe go like over to Bishop Stadium and walking up, because you have to change when you're going up hills, you have to change how you walk, and it stretches your foot out a little
Yeah.
bit while you're doing it. That's the thing I noticed the most. And I was like, ooh, God, I can see how this is good. Because, my route's got that long grades going up and down over the I-70 bridges. And I changed, and I could feel my foot stretching, and I felt the different muscles working, and my core was pretty much engaged the whole time. It was great. So when you can, that'll kind of make up for your lifting weights and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, and I'm willing to change whatever. I'm willing to, and I think I'll just say it, at my age, you have to change it up so much in order to feel the effects of workouts and stuff. So on one hand, it's kind of good for me to be focused on not pounding the pavement every single day. There's a reason why 85-year-old women are in a pool doing water aerobics instead of on the treadmill. There's a reason. And I know running's so hard on you. I just want to be able to do it while I can, but I'm willing to adjust. It's just hard mentally to not just walk out right now and go for a run, because it's what I love to do.
There's new research that shows that running distance or for extended period of time is actually healthier for you. The reason why old people have to jump into the pool for the less impact is because they have not been eating. Their nutrition has failed them, and that's why their collagen and their bones and stuff aren't. I mean,
Right.
Also it's because you're older, but
Right.
Ari, you could tell people you're 32 and nobody would know.
Oh, well, in this day and age where you can't get out, get this done. So yeah.
Well, maybe so, but I'm saying like my dad is 60, cancer survivor, and he could still tell people he was 50.
Right. Oh, hands down, your dad could.
So if you take care of your body, he's not doing the stuff that he used to do. But there's supplementation and stuff that takes care of that.
Right.
The collagen, and instead of drinking extra cup of coffee, drink a cup of chicken broth or beef broth or whatever.
Yeah, bone broth.
Yeah. And that's stuff that, especially I guess senior citizens now, and the greatest generation after the war, everything was processed and the way of life began to slowly change. So right. I don't know. I think that has a big chunk to do with it. I don't know. Maybe I'm full of shit. I'm not a professional. I don't research this stuff. I just know that as you get older, your testosterone goes down. So how do you keep that up? You exercise and you eat red meat. And probably go outside and be amongst nature and let your feet hit the ground. I assume there's some kind of cosmic connection between the human body and the earth that it needs to be connected from time to time. I don't know.
Just moving
mm-hmm.
instead of sitting. Just move for anybody. I don't care what age. I don't care. Just walk around the block. I don't know. It's good for the soul.
I find that snatching other men's souls and dominating them physically also keeps my testosterone high. I just go outside and I see one of these little betas and I just tackle them and just like stand above them for a few seconds. And I walk away and I feel proud.
Yeah, I mentally, I'm there. Like Ella asked me, like, why are you doing this to yourself? And I why did you go run in that snow sleet storm? I said, well, Ella, if this is exactly what I said to her. If shit really hit the fan and I had to catch our food, I had to go hunt our food or go find our food, I would have no choice if regardless of what the weather was.
Right.
So I went out and did this. I said,
You need to add in there that farmers do this every day.
Mhm.
You know, like a lot of people don't realize that that doesn't stop. They're going out in every single all kinds of weather to make our food, get us our food.
Yeah, and I just basically said like everyone talks about wanting to be a savage and wanting to be a beast, and most people refuse to do in order to be a savage, you got to do freaking savage things. In order to be a beast, you got to do what a beast would do. So that's why I go out and do it. And she was like, "Oh, okay." Your typical 11. Oh, okay. And then she said, "Well, you're already there. Why do you need to do it more?" And I was like, "Well, because I always want to be there." I took 10, 12, 15. You could argue, I don't remember. Jason was in his 30s. I was in my mid to late 20s. I've wasted at least 10 or 12 years of doing nothing positive for my body.
Right.
At least 10 or 12 years and thousands of dollars. So I will never do that again. Laura's like, "Well, I just bought new pants for work and now I don't get to wear them." She's like, "Well, what are you going to do if you gain it back?" I'm like, "It's never going to happen."
Right. Yeah. It's good perspective.
I got this cool sign that a kid I've always been good at roasting young people, and I try to only roast the boys because they can handle it a little bit better. And this kid moved from California, and he was kind of a smart alecky, but he was funny. Like he showed up late, and he really didn't care, and life wasn't good. He left California to live with his mom, so that kind of anyway. He came in late, and I would just cut his ankles out from underneath him, and he'd be like, "Ah, god dang, Henderson, you're such a savage." I said, "I thought that was a negative term." He's like, "Well, not in this way." And I said, "Oh, okay. Like I don't have a problem with you calling me a savage, but somebody might be offended by it." And he was like, "Oh, I doubt it." So anyway, I kept just come in late, and he would just be like, "Okay, what are you going to say today? What savage thing are you going to say today?" And he was a welder, and he made me this big sign with he asked me, the old Savage logo, Brandon, from Savage Firearms?
Mm-hmm.
I told him, he's like, "I want to make you something that has to do with being savage." I said, "Well, if you can find the old Savage logo and just cut that out for me and mount it to a piece of wood, I would do it. I would hang it up in my garage, in my workspace." And he did. He went and found the old Savage logo, the chief head, cut it, and then laser cut Savage Henderson.
That's awesome.
It's pretty badass.
I love that.
I'm just trying to pull it up. Come on. I'll share it. There we go. Ta-da.
Yep, it's just like that.
Talking over yours, but there you go, down the corner.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Too many ads. So there you go. Yeah, for anybody that was wondering about it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So.
All right. We're going to do a birthday drive-by to a good friend because that's all we can do.
Perfect.
So.
All right. Well, we can wrap it up. Let's goals for this week, and let's actually do a midweek check-in.
Yeah. All right. Goals. Nolan, you go first.
I am going to on my runs this week I'm going to go a mile further. I'm going to do a 5.5, and I'm going to go from 15 to 25 pounds on the old ruck.
Those are awesome goals.
And
That's
the
a real.
ruck has made it so I don't have to take a day off because I'm not taking a freaking day off.
There you go. All right, Brandon, you're up.
First, I did hit my goals this past week of getting at least 5 miles a day. I went up to about 7 each day. So, and I've been logging in my charity miles. Make sure you're doing that too, people. We haven't reminded folks about that in a while, what our leaderboard looks like and all that. But I'm coming for you, MFers. I've went from the triple digits, like I'm up into like the 20s now, and I'm just chopping away sawing wood. So I'll see you guys up there in the top 10 in a few weeks. Well, it's true. Look at it. I'm not sitting here watching the Tiger King. I'm going to try my 7-ish miles a day, try to find some new trails to walk so that these don't get bored, or at least go further, do more, whatever, find more hills. And I've been doing the 30-pound ruck. I do think I'm ready to start adding some weight. I also don't want to overdo it and put too much stress on my joints. But the other thing I would say for my goal too is, when possible, for my rest days, I'm going to do the opposite of what Nolan's doing and try to jog a day, even if it's just a 5K or something. So 10K ruck, 5K jog once or twice a week to mix in some of that different cardio. But yeah, overall that. And then I am trying to do more push-ups and sit-ups too. I haven't set a goal on those yet, but just when I've got a few spare minutes and I could be doing something productive, just drop down and give me 20, that type of deal.
If you do 7 miles a day this week, what's that? 49 miles. That would put you 17th or 18th, given that
other people don't do stuff too, right? But I was, like I said, I was not on the leaderboard at all. Now I'm up to 25th. So
yeah. Hell yeah.
I'm coming for you guys.
Leaderboard with Ari, because it's not fair. She can't be on there.
Totally not fair. Nancy would be mad if you tried to talk shit now with the leaderboard. I'm just kidding.
She probably would.
For the week, Ari.
Yeah, so much uncertainty. So, at least get something set up to where I am out in that garage every single day, hitting something, writing something. I don't know. Midweek check-in would be good. We'll see. We'll see how we are then. My goals might change.
I need to get back to my push-ups. I used to do 100, 120 a day. Now I haven't
A day?
Yeah.
You know what? That I need to work on that. I need to work on my push-ups. I don't know if I can do 100. Think I can do 100?
Yeah, I'll be breaking them out.
Yeah, I don't do 100 in a row.
Well, no. Okay. I'm going to do 50 every day this week.
Do you have a pull-up bar?
I don't. I want one.
They're hard to get right now. A lot of people have.
Yeah, you can't get one.
If you could find one, do it. I was gonna say, if you can't actually do pull-ups, can you do pull-ups? Like, are you physically able to? Yeah,
I can do 2.
You can do 2. Then say, like, for people at home that are listening too, if you can't do a pull-up, just arm hangs. Like, assist yourself up there and hold on, like you're their chin above the bar for as long as you can with whatever grip you want. Start there and try to beat your record. Like, if you can do 10 seconds today, try to do 11 seconds tomorrow. And before you know it, you might be able to do your first pull-up. So sure. I think it's good that we encourage people at home too to come up with some challenges. That's part of this too. So get a pull-up bar, do a certain amount of push-ups, sit-ups.
Ooh, yeah. I didn't share with you guys. Laura hit her first stop sign this week.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I told her that give me a minute. I don't seem so loving sometimes, do I? Previously, we weren't working out together or running together because if I'm going to go on a walk with her, I'll still have to do my workout. I need the intensity.
Yeah.
Because the boxer in me basically runs 3 minutes at a time. Like, I got this, and song to song, it's like round by round for me. But then we had time. Grit was with his grandparents. I was like, well, let's go together. And I said, I will run at your pace. So whatever it is, when you walk, I'll walk. When I said, I'm not worried about, I want to do this with you. Because I really kind of realized like I'm too intense for them when it comes to a bunch of this stuff. Like getting up at 4:30 in the morning to go that hell no. That's for most people. But I was like, you set the pace. And we started and we walked and we ran and we walked and we ran. Same route. That was the only thing. Like, we're going to do this whole route.
Right.
And there's big stop sign at Castle and Farmers Turnpike. And I said, okay. She was tired. And I said, all right, here's only where I'm going to push. We're going to run over the rest of this hill. And we're going to run to that stop sign and you're going to hit it. And then we'll be done. And we'll walk the rest of the way. And she did it. And I've recorded it. I recorded her hitting the stop sign. And then we started some counseling. So just to help us be a better family and manage the 11-year-old a little bit better. And yeah. So
I love therapy. Therapy's the best.
I don't, but I'm doing it for a better, happy home.
Good for you.
Well, that's a good note to go out on. I think for this week, people, if you're listening, please tell a friend, keep sharing this. You can do something, 60 minutes, just set an amount of work you want to get done, and then give yourself all day to get it done. You don't have to do it in one chunk. It's like getting a Cadillac, one piece at a time. You'll get it done eventually. 60 minutes a day for a walk, listen to an audiobook, and in a whole week, you'll have listened to a whole book. You'll have improved your life. It's not hard. You can do this. So get after it. Stay hard. Stay hard.
Keep sending you my alter ego videos.
Yes.
That's right. I liked it. That made my week. So that's we'll check in with you guys soon.
Wednesday? You want to do it Wednesday?
I'll do Wednesday.
Shoot for Wednesday, yeah. And please tell a friend, share which if you like it. All the usual platforms. We really appreciate it. We're growing something special here, and we believe in this. And thank you for believing in it with us. So see y'all soon. This is the Team Grit podcast signing off.
All right. Bye-bye.